Hey kids, welcome to Kidzlife Online. My name is James and I'm so excited you're here. And grown-ups, before you leave, make sure you remember that you can connect with the wider New Life Online community by heading to church.nu/online. We can't wait to hear from you. And kids, we're gonna have so much fun today, so make sure you subscribe if you know what that is, and even though you're 4 years old, you know. Today, we're gonna watch a Bible story, we're going to learn our memory verse, and we're gonna catch up with our scuppet friend, Winston. And our big idea for today is, I can tell people about God. Yeah, great job. Now, let's open our mouths nice and big like this. And no matter how old you are, you can use your mouth to tell people about God. Because today, we're learning about a young girl in the Bible who helped someone know God, even though she was young. So let's check out our Bible story.
Stories of the Bible. Naaman is healed. This is Naaman, who was a great leader in the army of the king of Aram. Though Naaman was a mighty warrior, he had leprosy, which made him have sores all over his body. Naaman had a maid in his house who was a young girl from Israel. This young girl served Naaman's wife. One day, the girl told Naaman's wife, "I wish my master would go to see the prophet in Samaria. He would heal him of his leprosy."
Huh, really? Yep.
So Naaman went to the king of Aram and told him what the young girl had said.
Wow.
The king told him to go see the prophet and gave him a letter to give the king of Israel.
Yes, sir.
Naaman went to Israel and brought with him many gifts. He gave the letter from his king to the king of Israel, which asked him to heal Naaman. After the king of Israel read the letter, he became very upset because the king knew he couldn't heal Naaman. He thought the king of Aram was trying to pick a fight with him. But there was a man of God in Israel named Elisha.
Hey.
He was a prophet, and his job was to tell people what God wanted him to say. He also had done many miracles through God's power and healed people of sickness. So when he heard that the king of Israel was upset, he sent him a message that said, "Why are you so upset? Send Naaman to me, and he will learn that there is a true prophet here in Israel."
Go on.
So Naaman went to Elisha's house, but Elisha sent a messenger out to him with this message: "Go and wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan River. Then your skin will be restored, and you will be healed of your leprosy." This made Naaman angry because he thought Elisha would come to meet him and wave his hand over him to heal him as he called on God's name. He didn't understand why he would just need to wash in a river in Israel. So Naaman turned and went away in a rage. But his officers encouraged Naaman to do what Elisha said, and Naaman changed his mind.
Okay.
Naaman went down to the Jordan River and dipped himself 7 times, as Elisha had instructed him. And his skin became as healthy as the skin of a young child, and he was healed.
Oh, wow.
Then Naaman went back to find Elisha. Naaman said to Elisha, "Now I know that there is no God in all the world except in Israel, so please accept a gift from your servant." But Elisha refused to accept a gift from Naaman, even after he offered a second time. So Naaman asked if he could take some of the dirt from Israel back home, and said he would only offer sacrifices to the one true God from then on. Elisha said, "Go in peace." So Naaman started home again, healed from his leprosy by the power of God.
What a great story. I love that the young girl used her mouth to tell Naaman's wife who could help Naaman. And we can use our mouths to share things about God as well. The young girl knew about a man in Israel called Elisha who did amazing things through God's power. She knew that Elisha would be able to help Naaman. And there's another part of the Bible that encourages us when, even though we're young, we can make a difference and do amazing things. It's from 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12, and it's our memory verse this month. It says, "Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity." That Bible verse tells us that young people, meaning kids like you, can tell others about God. So let's learn this memory verse together by singing and dancing.
This song is 1 Timothy 4:12. We're going to start by clapping like this. Now, when we sing out this verse, I want you to use your voice to sing as loud as you can so you can remember these words that God is speaking to you. Let's sing Don't Let. Here we go.
Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young.
Sing Be an Example.
Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your life.
Sing out your faith
Your faith
and your purity.
and your purity.
All right, let's get jumping and clapping. We're going to sing 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
Let's jump and clap. All right, sing out 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
Let's sing.
Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young.
Sing Be an Example.
Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith
And your purity.
and your purity.
All right, you ready to clap? Let's sing 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
Good job. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit louder. Sing 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
All right, can you guys get even louder? Sing out 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
All right, last time as loud as you can. Sing out 1 Timothy.
1 Timothy 4:12.
Nice dance moves, friends. Remember, it doesn't matter how old someone is. Everyone can tell people about how amazing God is. Kids like you can be an example to other people. You and I can tell others about God. So let's learn more about our Bible story and big idea with our friend Winston. So let's see what's happening in Scupperton today.
Hi, all my friends out there. I'm Winston.
And I'm Denisha.
Welcome to Winston's Kid Stuff Review Show.
This is such a fun show that Winston thought up. He's reviewing all kinds of things that he thinks you will like.
Yep, only kid stuff. No grown-up stuff here. Because kid stuff is the most awesome stuff.
Yep, and we're learning about some pretty awesome kids in the Bible.
Did you know that there are kids in the Bible like us who did really awesome things?
It's true. Today we're learning about a little girl in the Bible who was part of a big story. She was a maid in the house of a guy named Naaman.
He was super sick, but the little girl knew that God could help him.
Yep, so she told Naaman's wife about a man named Elisha who could heal people with God's power, and Naaman was healed.
She was so awesome.
She really was, and we learned from her story that we can tell others about God. In fact, that's our big idea. I can tell people about God.
I love to tell people about things. That's why I have this show, so I can tell all my friends out there about awesome kid stuff.
So what are we going to tell them about today?
I'm gonna tell them about my favorite game called Yeti in My Spaghetti.
I love playing this game.
Me too. Friends, let me tell you about this game. You have a Yeti, and he's in your spaghetti. The Yeti is that white snowman guy right there. Each person playing has to take out one noodle. And if the Yeti falls, the game is over. And the last person who took out a noodle without the Yeti falling in is the winner!
Wow, you can tell us a lot about this game.
Sure can. Now, let's play. I have two friends who are gonna come play with us. Oh, awesome! These are my friends, Dave
ready to play the game with us?
Yeah!
All right, let's play, everyone. Oh, I see. There looks to be a Yeti and a bunch of spaghetti. Nice, Elle. Great job. Okay, Dane, your turn. Oh, that's a good noodle. Yep. Okay, Denisha, let's do it. Wow, you guys are all really good. Elle's choosing carefully. Ooh, the Yeti's moving. Whoa, nice save. That was a lot of spaghetti. Okay, Dane, let's see what you got. Whoa. All right, Denisha. Nice. Okay, Elle. Ooh, this one's gonna be hard. The Yeti looks like it's about to fall in. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Oh no! Oh man! I made the Yeti fall in. Okay, well that means that Elle is the winner. Yay! Woohoo! Good job, Elle. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for playing. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye. I loved that game, but I'm excited to see how you'll rate it, Winston. You are the one who could tell us so much about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I would have to rate it 3 snow cone stickers and 3 ice cream stickers.
Wow, that's a lot of cold stickers. I'm sure the Yeti would like these.
All right. That is all the stickers.
Thanks for telling us about this cool game, Winston.
Yes, but as much as I love telling people about this game, I love telling people about God more.
Me too. I love telling people how big and strong God is and how he loves everyone in the world.
I love telling people about the Bible verses or songs I learn at church.
And I love that I can tell people about God when I see someone who is hurting, like the little girl did in our Bible story.
Friends, remember, we're kids and we can do awesome things. So let's do our big idea together and remember that we can tell people about God.
That's awesome. And remember, the most important thing you can tell people about God is really simple. God loves you.
Yes, he does. Oh, and so do we. See you around.
Bye.
That was really special, and I had so much fun hearing everything Winston and Denisha had to say. They really love telling people about God, and they have so much fun in how they do that. And did you hear the most important thing you can do? It's tell someone that God loves them. And that's what our big idea is all about. Do you remember what our big idea is? It says, I can tell people about God. Who can we tell about God? Yes, everyone. God is amazing, and there are lots of things we can tell people about God. Most importantly, we can tell them that God loves them. So this week, talk to your grown-ups about times when they've told others about God, and they can help you practice telling people about God as well. Well, that's all we have time for today, kids. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.